Hello everyone, how's your day been? I hope you've been having a good day and that hopefully I can make it even a little bit better. Today though, we are going to be ranking Legion TD2 characters based on how bad they smell. Up in S, we're going to have the God tier smells. These are going to be the ones that you're going to want to go out of your way to smell. And that means D, of course, is going to be the nasty ones you want to stay away from. B is going to end up kind of being neutral smells. So let's get straight into it. Angler Boy, straight to D. He's like Fish Boy, he's nasty, gross. Antler, I think also D, but not as bad. Yeah, it's like farm animal, it's just nasty. Water Spirit, we would put him up in B. Water doesn't really have a smell. Banana Bunk, I think goes in C. Just because bananas don't smell great, when they're like ripening. So I think that's fair. Bazooka, I think we're gonna go with a low B. Yeah, he's gonna move, so I think low B for now. Fatalize or Berserker, he doesn't smell like much. He's just a robot. Bone Warrior, he's bad. Yeah, it's just bone and decay, nastiness. Berserker also I feel like would be kind of gross. He does not look like he showers at all. He's working with meat all day because he's a butcher. He's just a nasty dude. Buzz, on the other hand, it's a bee. You know what bees get? They get honey. And honey smells good. Chained Fist, also just neutral. Desert Pilgrim? Probably C. Not as bad as Butcher, though. Probably right there. That's where he belongs. Disciple, also probably a pretty neutral smell. It's like plants, Egg sack's gross. I imagine there's like fluids on it. You can see it's like connective tissue. I think this is gross. Maybe it doesn't smell as bad as the angler, but it's nasty. This dude. He probably also doesn't smell great, right? He like come back to life and stuff, so he's like a dead dude. I'm gonna go with low B. Let's go with top of C. Firelord, he smells good. He's well groomed. He takes care of himself. He knows what he's doing. Gargoyle's pretty neutral. Gate guard, he's a good dude. He takes care of himself, kind of like the Firelord, but not in the same way. He's just a step below. That's neutral. Grawl, I think he's got a leg up on the other fish boy, purely because of delicacy, and so maybe he smells a bit better in terms of fish. Oh, the boar. Oh, the boar probably smells worse, honestly. It's ugh. All right, Harpy. You know what? She looks like she takes care of herself. She's wearing the headband. Her hair feathers looks well groomed. I'm gonna go with A. I'm gonna go top of A. That's maybe an S later. We'll see. Honeyflower, it has to be D. It literally kills people with how bad it smells. Infiltrator, this might be a hot take, but I think he's D. Top of D. I'll put him in top of D. But hear me out. I'm not convinced that he's not a zombie. He looks like a zombie. His skin's all pale and stuff. He's got the white eyes. And look at some of his animations. The dude walks like he's dead for sure. So he's going there. It looks like in his off time when he's not in a Legion match, he's like sitting at his computer, not showering. Oh, this dude's gross too. Below the boar. It's a rat. Another same reason for Firelord. I know he's a skeleton the same way the Bone Warriors are down here in C, but he's had time, He's been a skeleton for a while. He's become a Lord of Death, so he's had time to spiffen up a bit. Mask, it smells kind of bad. Bottom of B. It's not an offensive smell, but it's had people's faces in it. Neutral. Mudman also pretty neutral. Probably right with Gargoyle. Probably switch those. The cat, I imagine, is kind of gross. You're just constantly force feeding this thing fish. Does it go there? Or is that a D? Oh, that's a tough one. I think we'll go there for now. If Butcher's B, that's fair. Maybe even switch those, actually. Nightmare, I imagine, is pretty neutral. Maybe C, because same reason for Butcher, except I don't imagine Nightmare, like, sweats and stuff the same way. So I think that's a fair spot. Peewees are neutral. Pollywogs, that's kind of more of a fish, you know, but it's kind of like a small fish, right? So it doesn't have quite the aroma. Actually, I think actually this goes up here. If the cat eats the fish, then the cat smells worse than the fish. Okay, yeah. Priestess, she's like human fish. She's probably a pretty clean person, but I think these just don't have a smell. All right, there's none. This might be a hot take, but the Ranger. She looks nice, but you see the glossiness of her hair? That's grease. She doesn't shower. The Steed. I think the Steed's a weird mix between animal and human, and that's not doing it favors in terms of smell. Not at all. Badger? You know what? I think Badger is probably around here. I know it's kind of a gross animal rodent thing, but it has armor. It's well taken care of. You know, it's not doing bad. Sea Serpent smells bad. This thing's nasty. It can go right there, actually. I think that's fair. Soulgate, no smell. Tempest, no smell. Okay. This boy, I think he kind of goes up here, honestly. Because he has the 2 upgrade paths, and neither of them are super gross. His base form, though, does maybe do him some disfavors. Wild Shroom's nasty. I'm sorry, but this thing's gotta smell terrible. It's like, I almost want to put it with honey flower all the way down to the bottom. It's like a mutant living plant thing that's just gross at all stages of life. Bird doesn't smell like a ton, probably doesn't smell particularly good. I think there's fitting. Alright, and then we're at Yazora. Obviously, top of S. She is the waifu and smells absolutely amazing, I would imagine. APS, not much. Probably Elite Archer. It's like better taken care of Bazooka, right? So I think that kind of puts it towards the top of A. He just kind of does the daily routines, you know. He doesn't have an offensive smell. He's more of a neutral. No smell. And I'll admit, the Holy Adventure is probably also up here with these boys of well taken care of. And that is it for the list. Peace.